Excavators and bulldozers may seem bulky and rigid, but under the hands of true masters, they perform maneuvers so precise and unreal, you'd think they were CGI. But no, it's all real skill. In a pitch-dark environment, thick with dust and the pungent smell of burnt earth, an excavator works like a silent steel beast, digging into the depths of the earth. Dim headlights barely pierce the smoky haze, turning the scene into something out of a dream or a nightmare. There's no GPS, no smart sensors, just the operator's raw instinct and experience. One wrong move, and the whole machine could slip deep into the mine's throat. Every scoop must be strong enough to cut through compressed rock, yet precise enough to avoid collapse. In the damp, groaning echoes of hydraulic pressure, the machine moves with unnatural smoothness, like the operator isn't controlling it, but speaking to it. Down here, only those with nerves of steel and skills forged by years of work dare sit in the driver's seat. No screens, no instructions, just reflexes and raw experience. Every move feels like instinct, and only the best can pull it off. No eyes on the ground, just vibrations, engine tones, and pure feel. This isn't driving, it's sensing the soul of the earth. Inside the trembling mine, the excavator moves like it's alive. Slow, steady, fearless. Not everyone dares sit in that seat. High on the mountain borderlands, snow piles thicker than the tracks themselves. The wind howls, visibility drops to near zero. There's no way to tell road from cliff. A lone bulldozer inches forward. Every meter it clears is a small war against the elements. But it's not the raw power that stuns, it's the grace. The blade doesn't just shove snow, it glides, like an artist sculpting a path into the white silence. The operator sees nothing below, only feels the change in terrain through the steering. One slight miscalculation, and the whole machine could vanish down an icy slope. But the line stays razor straight, carved perfectly across the blank white void. This isn't just machine work. This is performance art, written in steel in the world's most lifeless place. No GPS, no signs, just an endless blanket of white that swallows all direction. Yet through the blizzard, a path appears, drawn line by a machine that feels more than it sees. The blade doesn't strike, it brushes. The operator, hidden in a frost-covered cabin, steers with intuition sharpened by years in the cold. One wrong slide and the machine vanishes into a white abyss. But they hold the line as if the snow obeys their hand. On a narrow street blanketed in thick snow, dim streetlights reflect off frozen surfaces. Cars are buried up to their windows. Sidewalks vanish into the road. In the silent, icy stillness of dawn, a bulldozer emerges like a silent warrior. It's not just clearing snow. It's dancing between parked cars, streetlights, and trees. Every sweep of the blade must be precise. No room for scraping bumpers or chipping curbs. The operator squints through the foggy windshield, ears tuned to the crunch of snow under steel, hands steady to prevent skids on the icy asphalt. While the city sleeps, only the hum of machinery whispers through the streets, opening the way, meter by meter, like waking the whole block with a rhythm of frozen grace. Ahead lies a steep mountain slope, dry, jagged rocks everywhere, and wind whipping like blades across the ridge. Just a few feet from the bulldozer's tracks is a sheer drop. No barriers, no room to turn back. A lone machine creeps forward, inching toward the cliff's edge. Each track seems to cling to nothingness. One slip, and the whole machine would plunge straight down the rocky abyss. But inside the cab, the operator's breathing stays steady. Slowly, they lower the blade onto the rock face, using it not just to guide, but to anchor the machine like a steel claw gripping the mountain. No sensors, no monitors, only raw feedback through sound, vibration, and gut instinct. There is no room for error. Every movement must be perfect the first time. On a mountain like this, no one teaches you how to recover. Only skill and steel nerves keep you alive. And when the bulldozer finally reaches the solid ground below, the entire crew stands silent. No one dares call it luck. On a cold, gray mountainside, the wind screams like a warning from the earth itself. Dry rock stretches out in jagged shards, slick as glass, and every turn of the track feels like a gamble. No barriers, no backup path, just a sheer drop waiting a few feet away. Yet a lone bulldozer presses forward, its tracks rolling on a surface barely wider than a boot print. From a distance, it looks like it's driving through thin air. Inside the cabin, the operator doesn't blink. The blade lowers carefully, anchoring into the stone like a steel claw. No sensors, no digital readouts, only vibration, sound, and sheer instinct. There's no room for error. Every move must be perfect right away. And on this cliffside, there's no manual for survival, just guts, skill, and absolute silence in the driver's mind. A stuck excavator, sunken halfway into a muddy pit. Its arm wedged, tracks swallowed. A tow truck? Out of the question. Enter another excavator, same model but with a driver in a different league. No brute force, no chaos, just quiet calculation. The second operator doesn't just reach out. He angles the bucket, spreads the pulling force, and in a single smooth lift, rescues the trapped machine. No yelling, no panic. Just precision. Sometimes only a machine can rescue another machine, if the operator is skilled enough to defy gravity and mud alike. No tow trucks, no cranes, just two excavators, one drowning in mud, the other poised on the edge. But the real hero wasn't the machine, it was the person inside. The operator didn't shout or signal. He simply read the terrain, sensed the weight, and watched the tension in the tracks. He swung the bucket wide, tilted it into the mud with pinpoint accuracy, and used it not as a hook, but as an anchor. Each motion was as quiet as a breath. Then a sudden pulse of force, and the trapped machine broke free like a fish slipping the net. No celebration followed, only quiet nods. In this world, it takes steel to rescue steel, and steel hands to guide it. What you've seen isn't CGI, it's not trick editing. It's mastery earned through sweat, grit, and 1,000 near misses. In ordinary hands, these machines are just metal and hydraulics. But in the hands of a true operator, they become something else. Instruments of precision, performing feats that make even seasoned engineers hold their breath.